So M80 is A&Ring your project. How did you meet M80 and what has that relationship been like? Because that's a crazy motherfucker. Shout out to M80.
Yeah. Shout out to M80, man. Yeah, we linked up during the Wu-Tang tours, man. I always seen him, so we always kind of like talked. And I remember we was at a Nas show. I went to a Nas concert in Vegas, and he was there. And then he was just like, "Laz, man, you killed it on those Wu shows." And we sat down, we ate something together. And then at that time, he had just done the first Rakim project, and then he was like, "Yeah, we actually started talking about the prospect of linking up with Ra when he comes to Vegas." So Vegas, he had a couple, I think the month after that, Rakim came to Vegas for a show, and then I had a chance to really like talk to Rakim and meet with him and link with him and stuff. And then when Rakim learned about the whole thing that I'm doing with the education and hip hop, and he heard a couple of my freestyles, he was just like, "Yo, dude, cold. This dude is cold. Like he really bring it." And then the people around Rakim were like, "Yo, this guy's something different." So from there, then I talked to 80. I was like, "Hey, listen, man, maybe if because Rakim is somebody that doesn't do nothing, even no matter how much money you throw him." They were talking about people throwing him. I don't want to throw their names out, but people throwing him 100 grand, 150 grand for a verse, and he's just like, nah. He just says his. I remember we're talking about prominent figures in hip hop saying giving him 150 grand, and he's saying no. He's turned down some of our favorite rappers, some of my favorite rappers of all time. He's turned them down over the years. And so this is somebody who just he's not going to work with you even if you give him like $1 million. Like that's the type of person we're talking about here. And so when I explored the prospect, it was just kind of like, yo, if he's rocking with what you got and this and that, there's a possibility that he's gonna rock with you. So I put a track together. I actually linked up with Dem Joints. He sent me a beat pack, from the Aftermath squad.
Yeah,
And
shout out to Dem
that's
Joints.
shout
Very
out to Dem Joints
underrated.
and Fred Wreck too, man. That's both my homies.
Yeah.
And Fred Wreck did a song called God Sent Me that I released before this, but Dem Joint sent me a beat pack. I went through it and then I sent Rakim a couple beats, 2 or 3 of them, and then he picked the Not to Be Defined beat. I had a whole different theme on that song. I was coming a little bit differently. But then Rakim was like, "Yo, peep this." And then he was on FaceTime with me and he sent a verse over. And then I was like, okay. Then when he sent me the verse, I redid my whole shit.
Wow.
I redid my whole shit to match with the energy he had on the track. But I feel like that song came out of just amazing.
And it's your most like successful song to
Yeah,
date,
it's
right?
it's the most successful one. And we were actually in a Grammy consideration conversation for that song too. So I'm actually going to the Grammys next week. I'm going on the 1st of February. I'll be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so crazy, man. Like, what does it feel like to work with the God MC himself, bro?
Yeah, I think we talked about so many milestone moments on this interview and so many moments, like we talked about the NASA, the
Right.
Wu-Tang thing, and so many moments that you're just surreal and unreal. But to me, this might be the top, just to be not only have a song with Rakim, but to have the respect from Rakim, for him to come through to a video shoot. Like Rakim actually took the time out from the BET Awards where he's performing with Mariah Carey to come to my shoot and film that video with me, bro. And people were like, "That's AI or something." Rakim, how did you get Rakim? I'm like, bro, that's real, bro. We
That
did it,
video is
bro.
dope too.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, shout out to Matt Alonzo. He did the Death Blow video, the Not to Be Defined video, the God Sent Me, and the Scalpel video. So I like working with Matt Alonzo a lot. He's great.
Man, yeah, for sure. That's crazy. So why you guys were considered for the Grammys,
Yeah,
but then it didn't happen?
considered for it. Yeah, we didn't get the nomination, but we were considered. Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. But that'd have been crazy, man, to be at the Grammys with Rakim and things. But me and Rakim, built a relationship. Like I said, when I was recently with Chuck D and Rakim, like that conversation was just unbelievable, man, because we were just talking about hip hop. Be like, hip hop was this, is this, and we're gonna continue hip hop to be this. And we're just like, yes. And just like we felt that, I felt that energy with them, and they gave me that salute and that support, just motivation to be like, keep going, keep pushing
Right.
hip hop forward,
What I really love about you, bro, is just that you really pay homage to the people that laid the groundwork for you to be here, for you to be able to be in this position to make music and be as successful as you are. You constantly give back to hip hop in that way. So I just want to salute you for that, bro.
Thank you, bro. No, hip hop is such a big part of my life, man. And the people that inspired me and laid the groundwork for me, man, I forever have the utmost respect for those people. because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, man, for sure. And you know, I feel like a lot of times now in this culture, we don't get that a lot. A lot of people don't show respect to the people that laid the groundwork when it wasn't as lucrative as it is now, when there wasn't as much money in it as it is now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's so refreshing to see when somebody like yourself does that. You know who I would love to see you collab with is RJ
That
Payne.
that's funny. We actually working on some.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
We
shout out
talk.
to my bro, RJ Payne,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. RJ Payne, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to him and Ransom right now.
Wow, that would be crazy, man.
Yeah.
Definitely bars, endless
Yeah, no, they
bars,
they both got respect for me, man, and I got a mutual. I got respect, and I just think that'd be crazy to work with both of those guys.
for sure. All right, man, last question. Does you being a doctor impact your rap career and vice versa? Like, do other rappers not take you as serious, or do patients not take you as serious? Do people come in the studio be trying to get a free consultation, like, yo, doc, my
Mhm.
back hurting? Or do patients come in the office trying to give you, here's my demo, let me kick a 16? Like, you know,
All of the above.
really?
All of the above. Yeah, man, it all happens, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like, first of all, the doctor influences the rapper, and the rapper influences the doctor. Me being a doctor helps me be a better rapper. Me being a rapper helps me be a better doctor. Believe it or not, it's just the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? They work together in that way, as far as because I'm using different part of my brain each time. So when I'm like in the hospital and I'm like, okay, now I got to transition to Lazarus and become this other person, and I need that balance. But insofar as like seeing patients, I remember I'd be like walking into a patient room and I'm just like, hey, so I want to check on your blood pressure and I want to make sure that your heart rate is good. Your heart rate, you got a little bit of a murmur going, shit, and the patient will stop and just start busting out one a rhyme of mine or something. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like unbelievable stuff like that be happening sometimes, man. And similarly, like, I remember I was doing a show with the Wu-Tang and somebody had passed out in the crowd and they was trying to get some medical professional, and I just had to jump off stage and take care of something
Oh, shit.
in the crowd. Yeah, exactly. I think there's a clip of that too. Yeah, I actually went. The patient collapsed, and I'm like, okay, now I got to transition from the rapper on stage to Dr. Khan in the crowd.
I feel like almost like, you said this in the past, but it's like similar to like Peter Parker and
Hmm.
Spider-Man. You know,
Right.
he's like so intelligent, right? Like as Peter Parker, and then like he goes to being Spider-Man, the superhero and everything, or like or Batman and
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne, like that
It's
type of
all
thing.
it's definitely that. The alter ego is definitely there. And when I'm a doctor, I'm a really different person than when I'm a rapper. It's just
Right.
it's just a different energy that I give out. So it's not when you see me as a doctor, you're not gonna be that's not the same dude that's rapping. That's completely different. And I separate it in that sense. It's like it is like Clark Kent and Superman.
Yeah. So that's I mean, like that's crazy. Has anybody tried to give you like their demo or anything, or ask you to be like a feature?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It has happened. Happened even in the hospital when I'm working. It's crazy. I'm like, "Johnny, you giving me music," but, I never, like, shun anyone away. I listen to it. I'll be like, "Yo, let me check it out." I'm not that type of person, man. I always wanna listen to what people gotta say, and at the end of the day, I love learning what makes people like, even, like, patients of mine, like, I don't just go in a patient room and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna treat this," I'll be asking them, "Come, what makes you happy? Like, what's your passion? What do you like to do in life?" 'Cause I like to hear what makes the patient's mental health, better, and those things are important to me as a physician. I'm not just in there to give you a pill.
Right. That's dope, man. So how do you balance it? Like, are you able to like take considerable time off to go do the music
Yeah, I
or
mean, I'm able to make my schedule. I got a good coordinator that I work with as a internal medicine hospitalist. I get to, for like let's say if like I got shows or shoots coming up, like I'll be like, hey, look, I got to block these days off to do this, but then I could pick up these shifts on it. So it's very flexible as far as like shifts that I could take on and take off.
that's insane, man. That's dope. All right, Laz, man, I just want to thank you so much for your time, bro. Is there anything else you want to say to the people before we go ahead and wrap it up?
Man, I just want to tell everybody, man, love and respect to everyone, love and respect to all nations. You know what I'm saying? Love and respect to hip hop and the unity that it brings to all human beings. And salute, positive energy, peace. That's Army.